Hi Leo, welcome to your mid-August 2022 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Leo. This will not resonate with every Leo that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Leo, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Leo. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Leo and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm going to first use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume is kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Leos from now to the end of August in love and romance, what Leo may be experiencing right now, what Leo will soon experience. Tell me about its spirit so we can give Leo clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to their love life. What does Leo need to know about their love life right now, spirit? Ooh, okay guys, we have separation here. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Some of you may be experiencing a separation right now, just, recently separated from someone very, very recently, or you kind of feel like it's about to happen because of the shift in energy. Maybe someone feels like it's unrequited love here. So why do I keep trying? I'll just kind of step back, drop the ball in their court, leave it at that, and see what they do with it. The letter S is sticking out to me, as in Sean, as in Samantha. First, middle, last initial can mean something to you guys. Maybe someone even has two S's in their name. But yeah, I do feel that there's this separation here. And from, this energy coming in, it's still affecting someone, this separation. Whether they miss you, you miss them, you miss each other, I don't know. We'll get into it. Let's dig deeper into this. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Leo right now, Spirit. I took the easy way out. Whoa. So this kind of tells me someone here, instead of being real, honest, wanting to work through something or even reveal something about how they feel, they didn't want to get rejected. They didn't want to get laughed at. They didn't want to feel like, I don't know, that they wouldn't have a chance. So I guess they just decided to ghost, to stop talking, to break up. But the thing is, Leo, no, it wasn't what they wanted to do. It was just something that they felt should be done, because maybe it's almost as if this energy of, I ended this with you before you could end it with me. And I feel they weren't ready, Leo. They weren't ready for what you wanted in this connection. So instead of, making the effort, trying, negotiating, compromise, they just put an end to it there. All right. Well, why are they coming up? Let's see. Tell me about it with the tarot, Spirit. Tell me more, Spirit, about this separation that Leo's going through. The Devil card, dead center of this. You know what's funny? Aquarius just had this, and I shuffle these cards a lot before starting. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius in your chart, I suggest checking out the Aquarius reading to see if there's messages for you there. But the Devil energy is Capricorn energy. Let's keep going. I'm going to get all the cards out first, and then I'll show you guys, okay? Wow. Yeah, okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Taurus energy. You could be dealing with the Taurus. If you have Taurus in your chart, people like to hear the astrological connotations. It does not have to be the case. Five of Pentacles, there is a lack. There wasn't enough. Someone felt like there wasn't enough effort. There wasn't enough initiative. You know, the Five of Pentacles could be the card of ghosting. Someone could have recently ghosted someone because a couple things. Either the person who wasn't putting the effort in just wasn't making any progress, or honestly, what's the weird thing about this, Leo, is that even if they were the ones to end it, they're watching you like a hawk. They're still checking up on you, checking your stories, checking your social media. If you don't have social media, they're asking about you, maybe even driving by your house to see if your car is there. Isn't that kind of strange? It gives me off vibes for sure. But with this Five of Pentacles, it was someone here was just feeling like they weren't enough. And for their own sanity, they had to end it. Or please know that if you guys were the ones that felt rejected, felt left out in the cold, they just didn't want to work on it. They didn't want to put the more effort in it. They may have saw that you weren't going to compromise on certain things, that you weren't going to accept certain behaviors, and you were putting your foot down. And so again, it's just this reoccurring theme of I ended it before you ended it with me. But it did not play in their favor, Leo. I'll tell you that now. And even for others of you, I gotta say here, if there was a person that left you for a third party situation, an ex even, it's not doing so well. It's not doing so well at all. Even if they post pictures smiling, happy, they're not. I think that's just to try to show off to the world that they have a new person, but it's not filling whatever has been missing within them. Which I feel they think a connection or even a relationship as easy as I'll get what I want. I know what I want. I'm not going to compromise, but not in a way that is self-empowering, in a way that is a little bit selfish. I have to be honest here. But anyway, yeah, someone does feel rejected. Someone does feel very, very hurt by this ending. And someone just wants, an explanation even at the very least. And if they were the ones to reject you, Leo, almost said Aquarius, or it could be Aquarius crosswatcher. If they were the ones to reject you, Leo, they're realizing they made a mistake, especially with the I took the easy way out, for sure. Someone could play an instrument, the guitar, the piano, keyboard. Someone could make music. But let's get into it. The dead center of this is the devil energy, Capricorn energy, and this is different than what I felt for Aquarius's reading, especially with all the cards here. Their fears and their ego were the main control center of their consciousness, Leo. I do feel that they hate rejection. They hate anything that makes their ego feel challenged. And they do things out of impulse for what they think is best for themselves, but ends up sabotaging them. I do feel that if you haven't talked for a while, you haven't seen this person in a while, they've recently started to obsess over you a little bit, Leo. Maybe because if they did try to leave you for someone else, they realized it wasn't what they hoped for, that you were the better option. But for others of you, maybe it's because they thought you would be the first to come forward. You would be the first to reach out, and you're not. I see that here with the Four of Swords. I see that with the Page of Swords. You're holding your silence. You don't feel like you're the one that has to come in every single time to respark this connection. And definitely you're not the one for some of you to apologize. So I feel that they realize they made a wrong choice. They realize they made a mistake. But they do see that you may not be interested, or at least that's the face you're playing to the world. You may be, Leo, doing your own thing, not showing them that you've been upset over this, not showing them that this took anything from you. And it's triggering them a bit in a weird way, in a way that for some reason they wanted you to come back to, I don't know. It's almost like begging, but I don't know if that's the right word, but plead for, another chance, plead for another opportunity. If you guys are thinking of doing that, I don't think you are, but if you are, please don't, because that's exactly what they want. This is devil energy here. This is, clingy energy, toxic energy, karmic energy. And so for some of you that may be finding it hard with this separation, dead center of this, you need to know that this is a karmic situation. And maybe spirit wanted this to end so you guys didn't have to stay in this lower vibration, had to stay in this toxic energy that is taking more from you than benefiting you at all. This person may be into, partying, using drugs or alcohol to cope, maybe hooking up with anything that walks to kind of fill that emptiness within them. Sexually obsessed in not the great way. Someone here definitely watches a lot of porn, I'm just saying, out of there. But yeah, I feel because you haven't been the first to initiate conversation, haven't been the first to kind of see what they've been up to, they're starting to even get a little bit angry, especially if you are putting out to the world that you're moving on. If it was hard, sure, you're not showing that. I don't know why I'm seeing one ear piercing for someone. What's crossing this is the Page of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this is kind of the watching card in the tarot, especially with love and romance. This is definitely the card of spying, of holding back conversation to analyze, to figure out the right time, to figure out what someone's up to just snoop. I feel a lot of snooping here. And again, it's like you see the imagery of this card, of this woman just standing, looking in her own direction, doing herself, and the other person behind them just watching. I wonder if, Leo, you've posted kind of a very sexy picture on social media that started to make them want to hound you a little bit more. You looked good. There was no denying that. And that's kind of instigated the need to start obsessing over you a little bit. They love your body. They really do. Whatever form, shape you have, they love it. They always have. But with this Page of Swords, know that if you've had suspicions of them, not just coming by your story just because you were the next queue in line. No, they're purposely looking out your account. They're purposely checking up on you. And even if you did block them, Leo, they found ways to get access to your social media, whether that's through someone else's account or they make fake ones. They're watching you. They have their eye on you. And with this being crossing over the devil, it's definitely a bit jealous, obsessive. And it's toxic in the way that if you want to be real with me and have this conversation with me and say what you have to say, then do it. But they're doing the immature way about it. And maybe there was an immaturity in the way they conversated. Instead of, being vulnerable, honest, and open, they would get defensive and snarky. They're not handling this well, Leo, and you may be surprised at that. Now, what's crowning the reading here is the Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, this could be the main reason why this separation is coming about or has come about. You know, I just feel with this card here, someone feels like they didn't take this seriously, didn't take them seriously. Felt like, you know, they were being used, felt like they didn't offer anything or give anything that made them feel good, that made them feel like this was worth staying in, to invest in. And with this Ace of Pentacles too, maybe you were shocked to find out that you go on social media one day or you hear in conversation that they're starting to date someone else. For some of you, I wonder if, like, unknown to you, you know, you thought you two were having a thing, but they were in a relationship the whole time. That they hid from you, for some of you. But I think this is the situation, Leo. I think a lot of you are realizing that you deserve more and you want more. And this person just can't give that to you. So if you were the ones to walk away from that, you want to find something that will be more genuine, that will be more consistent, that will be more reliable. And I feel that you guys are noticing or really starting to understand they just can't give you that commitment. They can't give you that longevity. They can't give you that reliability. What's rooting this is the Four of Swords. Libra energy. Yeah, so you guys had bad communication from the start. It was very one-sided. Someone wanted to be honest and open and discuss where they can see this going, but the other person would block it. The other person would try to change subjects. The other person just didn't want to talk about it. I'm seeing a nail biting. I don't know if someone bites their nails as a bad habit, whatever, or out of just a usual habit, right? And maybe even that's just a sight that Spirit's giving me right now to show that someone was nervous about the situation. And because of the change in communication, which you may have done, Leo, because again, they weren't showing more, they weren't impressing you, they weren't giving anything. You may have started to go a bit silent. You may have started to stop talking to them as much, sending them messages like you always did. And that is what made them end it, because they think it was game over already due to your shift in communication. But yeah, it's also making them nervous for others of you for the fact that communication hasn't started again. I just feel like there's frustration here, whether it's you or them, that someone feels like they were always having to be the one to reach out, to re-engage. Not this time. And they're kind of upset by that, interestingly enough. Your energy in this and how they see you is the Five of Wands, Leo energy. Now, there's two fives here. Your birthday could be August 5th, August 15th, perhaps July 25th for some of you out there. If they're keeping their distance, there's another thing here, Leo, that they may know they're on thin ice with you, that you would be looking for a fight were they to come in, that there's a lot you've been holding back, that you've been waiting for them to slide in just to say to them. They know you're pissed off. They know you're angry. They know you're frustrated, especially if you were in a third-party situation and you only recently found out that they had a girlfriend or a boyfriend this whole time. But you know, Leo, too, with this Page of Swords crossing the reading, if they've been spying on you and they're seeing there could be competition, or they're seeing that you're finally just starting to accept that this has ended, so you've been, you know, spreading your feathers like a peacock, trying to get, you know, some more social engagement, interaction, looking for other fish in the sea. They're jealous about it, especially with the devil at the dead center, but the audacity, right? And they can't stand it too if you are or have been posting, going out with people they think you're interested in, sexually attracted to. It's making them very upset, very mad. But let them be mad. I don't think that should affect your energy, what you do. They liked it, they should have put a ring on it, right? And not even like a ring, but just showed that you were something to be taken seriously. Their energy in this situation, Leo, how you may see them is the Ace of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Now there's, 2 ones here, 2 aces. Your birthday could be August 1st, August 11th, or July 21st, July 31st. You could be seeing 111. But yeah, just know they want to talk. They're holding back. They're not reaching out. They're hoping you'll do it, but they really want, again, look at this energy. It almost looks a little light BDSM. They kind of want to have the upper hand in this. And they are just trying to manifest you being the one to re-engage, but it's not working. And they're fighting with this energy within them to reach out, to come to terms with the situation, but to admit it too. Again, I'm just keep on staring at, I took the easy way out. Not to admit that they just got cold feet, not to admit that they just weren't being real with you, or that they were too, as silly as it sounds, scared to just go forward with this. They were too scared to get abandoned, rejected. And that's the truth. And maybe with this Ace of Swords, of how you see them is that you see them so clearly now. You see their full colors now. You see their truth now, based on their actions or what they weren't willing to act on. And now there's no fooling you. Now there's no more pulling the wool over your eyes, Leo. And again, for some of you, you found out the truth the hard way. Whether that was searching up their social media, whether that was hearing something from a friend, maybe even from their friend. They were like, hey, by the way, I want you to know that so-and-so is with this person. For some of you, it was like that. I kind of do want to clarify this Ace of Wands to get a little further. I just want to see what this is about for more specific. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords. 6 of Cups. Scorpio energy. Okay, so for some of you, yeah, they went back to an ex. Others of you with the 6 of Cups, they want to talk about what happened. They want to talk about why you guys split up, but it's in a way to reconcile. But will they admit the truth is still a question to me. The Strength card, Leo energy. They still think about you a lot. They still think about what happened between the two of you a lot. They still see you as being the one that was able to get up and get going, where they thought you were going to be the ones waiting. No, you proved that wrong. Let me get one more card. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords. Ace of Cups. Now we have 3 aces. Yeah, they took the easy way out. They didn't want to reveal their true feelings. They didn't want to tell you that they have any sort of emotional connection to you because their ego wouldn't let them. Justice. But they got what they deserved then, right? If you weren't willing to act, if you weren't willing to speak, if you weren't willing to do anything about it, then this will end. And I do think they're realizing the repercussions of their actions. But are they taking accountability for it? With the Devil card, I don't know. But others of you, I do feel like they are still waiting, scheming, plotting a way and a perfect time to come back in, to try to reconcile with you with the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. They don't think it's the right time now. They still think you're mad. They think you're upset. They think you're hurt. But I still think they're waiting around to try another shot with you, Leo, to make things right. But is that just to make themselves feel better? All right, Leo, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold in this connection, what's likely to happen by the end of the month, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this situation. I'm also going to pull oracle cards as well to dive deeper into this. If there's anything else you need to know about this connection, this person, this situation, that will give you more clarity. With whatever happens, you'll make the best decision for yourself. Go ahead and join me. If you'd like to join me, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Leo, I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way, and that this has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what you may be going through in your love life right now. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.